Hey guys, what's up? It's been a long time since I've done an update video on the white JLUR owned by my mom, but she recently traded in her white JLUR 2018, if y'all remember from the earlier videos, on this brand new Gladiator Mojave. It's a 2021. We did some research before just getting a Rubicon Gladiator, and my mom doesn't do any hardcore rock crawling. She uses it for the land out here, carrying supplies, picking up stuff. We do work on a lot of different things that require larger items to be picked up, and she borrows, other people's trucks at times to pick up shipments and such. And all of a sudden, the Gladiator made a lot more sense because Mom loves driving a Jeep. A Jeep is just her vehicle. So this is completely the same as her Jeep previously on the interior as far as driving, familiarity, except it has a pickup bed. And once you test drive a Rubicon Gladiator and then go drive a Mojave, there's just no difference. If you're doing mainly in-town driving, using it in the dirt and the sand, bombing through a pasture, going on a back road at speed, doing some mild crawling here and there, the Mojave is the perfect setup. The hydraulic bump stops on the front, they're not air bumps, but the Fox hydraulic bump stops, they handle the rough stuff incredibly well. We have bombed it through a few fields, and you can feel the suspension when it bottoms. It doesn't harsh bottom like the Rubicons do that we have. You feel this bump stop take it and give it even more travel up, and it allows a seamless, smooth transition through all the rough stuff and washouts. The Mojave sits an inch higher on the front than a typical Gladiator Rubicon. And the incredible remote reservoir. I think these are the 2.5 Fox shocks. The reservoirs are housed behind this special skid plate on the front. They have zero fade, an incredible ride tuned with the springs. It rides like no other Wrangler we've ever driven. If you've never driven in a Mojave compared to a Rubicon Gladiator, I highly recommend you take one for a spin. The steering, the front geometry, they change with the control arms slightly, and the shock valving on washboards, potholes, county roads, you name it. I sensed when my dad took me on a drive the first time in this thing, we drove down the driveway, and the very first few joints in the driveway, I said, wow, this is like a completely different Jeep from what I'm used to driving. I noticed right away. Interior, it's all leather package, 8.4 screen. Love the orange stitching. The black, the steering wheel seems different, has some perforated elements on it than my JL Rubicon, but dimensionally, from the measurements, it seems the same, but it feels different to me. It's very cool. The extra bolstering and the seats on the side really help you feel contained. Very, very nice. Love all the accents. Love the actual color around the air conditioning vents. You have a rear locker, you have Off-Road Plus. You can put the rear locker on in 4 high, which is very neat. But I think that the reason I never looked at Mojaves before, I think Jeep really didn't market as well as they could have to really show the differences in the Mojave from the Rubicon. I just thought they put some pretty nice shocks on there, and that was about it. But there is so much more. Once you take a drive for one, it's a completely different Jeep. It's pretty amazing. Also, they got this ARE camper, which suits her purposes perfectly. Been able to fit all kinds of stuff back there, keep it dry, and adds to the overall aesthetic, which is really cool. They match the paint perfect. Love the black. It's gonna be a little harder to keep clean, but it's really an easy Jeep to wash. It's not that big. Orange tow hooks. The track is wider, makes it feel a lot more stable, and noticeably more stable, more nimble. The steering is a little tighter than the Rubicons that we've had. So just a lot of little things that have been really cool. The hood is neat with the hood scoop. It's not functional, but this Jeep also has the LED light package. All in all, I'm very, very excited for my mom. She's really, really loving her new ride, and she's already been loading it up to the hilt, and it's been awesome to see the utility she's gotten out of it for her use. The only thing we're gonna do with this Jeep, we're not gonna lift it. We're gonna get some steps on the side. Haven't decided on which way we're gonna go with that yet. They have some 35, 1150, 17 Toyo open country AT3s that they're gonna put on with no lift. Since the Mojave also gets the benefit of the Rubicon high fenders, you can run 35s with no lift easy. And these 1150s will be about the same width, but just a little bit taller. And we can sell these Wildpeaks. It would be pretty cool. And the Coopers also are one of the lightest 35-inch tires you can get. So look at tire weights when you pick out your tires. It'll make a huge difference in how the Jeep drives, the acceleration, the stopping, and the steering. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video, and we'll have some update videos on the Mojave as we do things to it here or there, get bumpers or get the tires put on, and looking forward to all the fun that we're gonna have with this vehicle over the years. Y'all take care.